some vast amount of years ago, ere all my youth had vanished from me. A boy it was my lot to know, whom his familiar friends called Tommy. I loved to gaze upon a child, a young bud bursting into blossom, artless, as Eve yet unbeguiled, and agile as a young opossum, and such was he. A calm-browed lad, yet mad, at moments, as a hatter. Why hatters as a race are mad he never knew, nor does it matter. He was what nurses call a limb, one of those small misguided creatures, who, though their intellects are dim, are one too many for their teachers. And, if you asked of him to say what twice 10 was, or 3 times 7, he'd glance, in quite a placid way, from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and smile, and look politely round, to catch a casual suggestion, but make no effort to propound any solution of the question. And so not much esteemed was he of the authorities, and therefore he fraternized by chance with me, needing a somebody to care for. And 3 fair summers did we wing life, as they say, and love together, and bore by turns the wholesome cane, till our young skins became as leather, and carved our names on every desk, and tore our clothes, and inked our collars, and looked unique and picturesque, but not, it may be, model scholars. We did much as we chose to do. We'd never heard of Mrs. Grundy. All the theology we knew was that we mightn't play on Sunday, and all the general truths, that cakes were to be bought at 4 a penny, and that excruciating aches resulted if we ate too many, and seeing ignorance is bliss, and wisdom consequently folly. The obvious result is this, that our 2 lives were very jolly. At last the separation came. Real love, at that time, was the fashion, and by a horrid chance, the same young thing was, to us both, a passion. Old Posers snorted like a horse, his feet were large, his hands were pimply, his manner, when excited, coarse, but Miss P was an angel simply. She was a blushing, gushing thing, all more than all my fancy painted. Once when she helped me to a wing of goose, I thought I should have fainted. The people said that she was blue, but I was green, and loved her dearly. She was approaching 32, and I was then 11, nearly. I did not love as others do, none ever did that I've heard tell of. My passion was a byword through the town. She was, of course, the belle of eau, sweet as to the toil-worn man, the far-off sound of rippling river, as to cadets in Hindustan the fleeting remnant of their liver. To me was Anna, dear as gold that fills the miser's sunless coffers, as to the spinster, growing old, the thought, the dream that she had offers. I'd sent her little gifts of fruit, I'd written lines to her as Venus, I'd sworn unflinchingly to shoot the man who dared to come between us. And it was you, my Thomas, you, the friend in whom my soul confided, who dared to gaze on her, to do, I may say, much the same as I did. One night I saw him squeeze her hand. There was no doubt about the matter. I said he must resign, or stand my vengeance, and he chose the latter. We met, we planted blows on blows, we fought as long as we were able. My rival had a bottle nose, and both my speaking eyes were sable. When the school bell cut short our strife, Miss P gave both of us a plaster, and in a week became the wife of Horace Nibbs, the writing master. I loved her then, I'd love her still. Only one must not love another's but thou and I. My Tommy, will, when we again meet as brothers. It may be that in age one seeks peace only, that the blood is brisker in boys' veins, than in theirs whose cheeks are partially obscured by whisker, or that the growing ages steal the memories of past wrongs from us. But this is certain, that I feel most friendly unto thee, O Thomas, and wheresoe'er we meet again, on this or that side the equator, if I've not turned teetotaler then, and have wherewith to pay the waiter, to thee I'll drain the modest cup, ignite with thee the mild Havana, and we will waft, while liquoring up, forgiveness to the heartless Anna.